What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Brad's Car Mods. I'm Brad. As you saw from the thumbnail of the video, I got a product that I'm going to announce today. This has been a while in the works with a buddy of mine that I've been friends with for 20 years. We decided to get together. He's got a 3D printer. We decided to collaborate a little bit and make a product. More to come. This is the first of many products, but this will be offered exclusively on bradscarmods.com. It's a 3D printed fog light air duct that's designed to, with some tubing, some flexible tubing, to go from the fog lights on the front of the Miata into your engine bay. So as you're driving, we'll force more air into the hood, reduce intake air temperature is the goal, and just feed more air into it. If you have, so my car is an NB1, a 99, but it has an NB2 front end on it. And so the NB1s had a fog light option. It should work with those as well. This is a direct fit for the NB2 front end. Like I said, it should work for the NB1s. I don't have one to test. I will test on other cars. So all you have to do is remove one of your fog lights, or in my case, I didn't have fog lights. All I have is the blanks that go in there. So I just removed one of the blanks. This video will serve as the instructional video for how to install it. So if you just want to go to see that, skip to the next chapter and you can actually see the installation. When you order the kit, it comes with, of course, the part, along with a hose clamp to mount the flexible tubing to the shorter end that's got a little lip on it there. And then some screws to mount into the factory fog light location, a couple of zip ties, and it only takes a Phillips head screwdriver to actually do the install. Installation is quite straightforward. All we're going to do is remove either a fog light or a fog light blank on either side. That's what a blank looks like. You can do it on both sides if you want. And I say either side because on my car, I have my air intake on the passenger side for a little short runner here with a pod filter on the end. Sounds great. On a factory car, though, the factory airbox location is here. Looks kind of like this. And so we've got this little duct, or this little tube right here to have cooler air on this side. As you can see, there's already a hole there where air can come in. All we're doing is using the air duct and the tubing to force more air up directly into where that factory location is. Same on this side, there's a hole down there as well. So we're just directing air up into the engine bay. Okay, so the fender liner will get removed. There's just a couple of tabs on here. The fender liner covers up this whole area. Once you remove that, you can see it's really easy to, there's only 3 screws to remove the fog light or that fog light blank. There's also a locating pin right here. So only 3 screws. And the part itself has a weep hole in case water gets up in there. It says also top on there, so it's pretty straightforward. Top goes top, the weep hole goes on the bottom. Put one side on that locating pin, and it seats on there pretty well. And then, like I said, get a screwdriver. Just snug those down. Does not have to be tight at all. And in fact, if you go too tight, it's just plastic where the screws screw into. So you will strip those screws out. So nice and snug, but not too snug. It's on there solid. You can, of course, put this tubing on ahead of time before you mount that part, but I find it a little easier to mount the part first. Otherwise, you're dealing with this tubing in the way. You can, it's straightforward. You can do it either way. So once you are ready to put the tubing on, go ahead and expand it out just a little bit. And the idea here is that when this clamp goes on, it's got less of the wire in there to crush. And so spread that out a little bit, slide that over the end. Slide the clamp all the way up. And start twisting. You want to tighten this down as tight as you can get it. Because what you're doing is you're kind of crushing that wire that's in there and getting that clamp all the way around the end of that air duct. There we go. Once you get that on there, that thing is clamped around there nice and tight and it's not going anywhere. Okay, the next step is then to, because this is a corrugated tube, just kind of bend it and route it to where it goes up in here behind the headlight. And see that open spot right there? That's what we're shooting for. There's a couple of holes here, kind of behind the headlight. I'm going to use those for the zip ties. Okay, here's what the final installation looks like. Zip tied in place, right up there, and then we can zip tie the top half if you want to. The fender liner will go right here, so it'll cover this up. If you're running a fender liner, I'm not. All right, as you can see, now that we have it routed, right here is where the tube kind of comes out. That hole is already there from the factory, so we're just reutilizing that. You can pull that up and tuck that in nice and tight. Put it underneath some wiring here if you want. You can zip tie that. Basically route that wherever you really want to route that. Pretty straightforward. That is it for this video. You can go to bradscarmods.com. There's a link in the description, of course, and you can pick one of these up for yourself. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Hey, hey, hey.